I need you to stop scrolling right now, because what I'm about to tell you could save your relationship or prepare you for the inevitable betrayal that's already begun. She said it again, didn't she? About her friend. That phrase that made your stomach drop into your shoes. That made you question whether you're losing your mind or just losing the woman you love. That left you staring at the ceiling at 3 in the morning, wondering if your gut instincts are right or if you're just being paranoid. Here's the brutal truth that most women will never admit. When we start using these 9 specific phrases about another man, we're not describing friendship. We're narrating our emotional escape plan. We're telling you, without actually telling you, that we already have one foot out the door and the other one is getting ready to follow. And phrase number 7, when she says this specific thing, she's already mentally dating him in her head. She's already imagining what life could be like with him instead of you. Stick around for that one. It's going to shock you more than you think. Listen, before we go any deeper into this rabbit hole, I need something from you. If you've ever felt that gut punch when she casually mentions her friend, if you've ever questioned your own instincts about what's really happening behind those innocent conversations, then you need to hit that subscribe button right now, not in 5 minutes, not after the video ends, right now. Because this channel gives you the uncomfortable truths that no one else has the courage to tell you. The female psychology that we hope you never figure out. The behavioral patterns that could either save your relationship or save your sanity, sometimes both. And here's exactly what I want you to do while you're here. Drop your city name in the comments section, wherever you're watching from around the world, because I want to see how many men in how many different countries are dealing with this exact same situation right now. You're not alone in this nightmare, and I want you to see that for yourself. Let's dive into the deep end together. Phrase 1, he's just a really good friend. This is the gateway drug of emotional betrayal, gentlemen. When she emphasizes really good about another man, that's not just casual description, that's comparison shopping. She's telling you, without saying it directly, that he provides something for her that you apparently don't. Picture this scenario. She comes home from work, and her phone is buzzing with notifications. You ask who's texting her so much. She glances at the screen, and her whole face lights up in a way it hasn't for you in months. Oh, it's just Mark from accounting. He's just a really good friend. But watch her body language when she says it. Watch how she practically glows reading his messages while barely looking up when you're trying to have a conversation with her. Here's the psychological insight that most men miss completely. Women don't use qualifiers like really good about men we're not emotionally invested in. That emphasis, that extra word, is her brain trying to justify feelings she knows she probably shouldn't be having. She's not just telling you about their friendship, she's defending it. And you only defend something when you think it might be under attack. But here's what she's not telling you, what she might not even be admitting to herself yet. She's already started the comparison process. In her mind, you and he are being measured against each other. And right now, in whatever category matters most to her, you're losing that competition. Phrase 2, you wouldn't understand our friendship. Gentlemen, this phrase just built a brick wall around their connection with a giant no entry sign specifically designed to keep you out. Here's how this usually plays out. You notice she's been texting someone late at night, or you ask why she's always talking about this particular guy from work. She sighs, maybe rolls her eyes a little and says, "You wouldn't understand our friendship. We just have this history together." History? What kind of history exactly? The kind she's apparently not comfortable sharing with you. Let me break down the psychology here. Exclusivity breeds intimacy. The moment she makes their bond something sacred, something you couldn't possibly understand, she's elevated him above you in her mental hierarchy. She's created a secret world where their connection exists, and you're permanently banned from entering that space. And here's the kicker that's going to sting. When a woman says you wouldn't understand something, it's usually because she doesn't want you to understand it. Because if you truly understood what was happening between them, you'd see exactly what she's doing. You'd recognize the emotional investment she's making in someone else's life while withdrawing it from yours. Phrase 3, He's not like other guys. Every time a woman says this about another man, she's essentially writing your relationship's death certificate. Picture this. She's scrolling through social media, stops at his post, and gets this dreamy look in her eyes. He's just different, you know? Not like other guys at all. Not like what other guys? Not like you. What exactly makes him so special that he deserves this unique category in her mind? The brutal psychology behind this phrase, it's emotional foreplay. She's mentally separating him from every other man on the planet, and that includes you. In her mind, he's become special, unique, different, worth her time and attention in ways that other men, apparently, are not. This is her brain's way of justifying why she thinks about him differently, why she talks about him differently, why she treats their interactions differently than she treats yours. She's building a case for why he deserves special consideration, special rules, special access to her emotional world. But wait until you hear phrase number 6. When she says that particular thing, she's already mentally packed her bags and started planning her exit strategy from your relationship. Phrase 4, we just connect on a different level. This phrase should make your blood run absolutely cold, because connection is the foundation of every successful relationship that's ever existed. And if she's finding that deep connection somewhere else and actually naming it out loud, here's the scenario that's probably painfully familiar. You're trying to watch a movie together, but she's emotionally distant, phone constantly in her hand. She's texting, smiling at her screen, completely disconnected from you. When you ask what's so important, she says, "Sorry, he's going through something tough right now. We just connect on a different level. A level that you, apparently, can't reach or access." The psychology that kills relationships. When a woman discovers emotional depth with another man, she doesn't just enjoy it casually, she starts craving it desperately. She begins to compare that feeling of being understood, of being heard, of being seen, with what she has with you. And if you're not providing that same level of emotional connection, here's the devastating truth. She's not just connecting with him on this mysterious, different level. She's actively disconnecting from you. Every moment of deep conversation she has with him is a moment of intimacy she's not having with you. Every time she feels understood by him is another time she feels misunderstood by you. Phrase 5, you're being paranoid. This is the gaslighting special, gentlemen. When she uses this phrase, she's not defending their innocent friendship. She's launching a psychological attack on your reality and your instincts. Here's how this toxic dynamic usually unfolds. You mention that she's been texting this guy quite a lot lately, or you point out that she talks about him more than she talks about your relationship. Her immediate response? You're being paranoid. It's not like that at all. But meanwhile, your gut is screaming at you. Your instincts are on fire. Every alarm bell in your head is going off. And she's telling you to ignore all of that internal warning system. The psychological warfare happening here. She's making you the problem. Your legitimate concerns become paranoia. Your reasonable questions become insecurity. Your accurate instincts become jealousy. She's flipping the script so that instead of examining her own questionable behavior, you're now defending your right to have concerns about it. But here's what she will never admit to you. Your so-called paranoia is usually just highly accurate pattern recognition. You're seeing what she desperately doesn't want you to see. You're noticing what she's hoping you'll continue to ignore. Phrase 6, he's going through a tough time right now. This is where she transforms from being your girlfriend or wife into being his emotional therapist, his support system, his safe harbor, while you become the roommate who happens to pay half the bills. Friday night scenario that's going to hit close to home. You've planned a nice dinner together, maybe even made reservations somewhere special. But an hour before you're supposed to leave, she's canceling your plans. He's really struggling with some personal stuff right now. I need to be there for him tonight. When was the last time she cancelled other plans specifically to be there for you instead of cancelling plans with you? The rescue psychology that destroys relationships. When a woman positions herself as a man's emotional savior, she's not just offering friendly help, she's creating deep psychological bonds. She's making herself essential to his emotional well-being. She's becoming his safe place, his comfort zone, his go-to person when life gets difficult. And here's what hurts the most about this whole dynamic. She'll move mountains to accommodate his emotional needs while stepping right over yours. She'll drop everything to rush to his emotional rescue while your problems get put on the back burner. She'll invest her emotional energy in helping him heal while your relationship slowly dies from neglect. Phrase 7. We have so much in common. Remember when I said phrase 7 would shock you? Here it is. When she says this about another man, she's not just describing shared interests. She's building a comprehensive legal case for why he would be a better romantic partner than you are. Here's the painful scenario that plays out in living rooms across the world every single day. She's explaining why they text each other constantly throughout the workday, why they have these long phone conversations that last for hours, why she lights up when his name appears on her screen. We just have so much in common. Same taste in music, same sense of humor, same values about life, same dreams for the future. Notice what's happening here. Everything she used to share exclusively with you, those late-night conversations about life, those inside jokes that made you feel special, those shared dreams you used to plan together, she now has all of that, and more with him. Common interests aren't just innocent friendship fuel. They're the raw materials for building romantic partnerships that last. She's not just enjoying his company casually. She's actively discovering what a life partnership could look like with someone else. She's test-driving emotional and intellectual compatibility with another man while you're sitting right there, thinking everything is fine. And here's the part that's going to make your stomach drop. She's comparing. Every shared interest she discovers with him is being measured against what she has with you. Every moment of, wow, we're so similar, is accompanied by a subconscious thought of, we're more similar than he and I are. She's not just spending innocent time with him, she's systematically auditioning him for your role in her life. Every shared laugh is a test. Is this funnier than what I have at home? Every deep conversation is an evaluation. Does this feel more meaningful than my talks with my boyfriend? Every common interest is a comparison. Do we connect better than I connect with the person I'm supposed to be committed to? But here's the truly devastating part that most men never see coming. She starts using their compatibility as evidence that she's settling for less with you. He gets my humor in a way that you don't. He appreciates the same movies I love. He understands my perspective on things. Every commonality becomes a weapon against your relationship. By the time she's openly cataloging everything she has in common with another man, she's already made the mental transition from my boyfriend and his friend to me and him and that other guy I used to date. You've been demoted in her mind, and she's just waiting for reality to catch up with her internal decision. Phrase 8. He really listens to me. This phrase is a perfectly sharpened dagger wrapped in silk. It sounds like innocent praise for him, but it's actually devastating criticism of you. The heartbreaking scenario. You're trying to tell her about something important that happened at work, but she's scrolling through her phone, barely making eye contact. Later that evening, she's glowing after a 2-hour phone conversation with him. When you ask what they talked about for so long, she says, he really listens to me. Like, really hears what I'm saying. The implication is crystal clear. You don't. The listening psychology that kills relationships. Emotional validation is the gateway drug to emotional affairs. When she finds someone who really listens to her, she starts sharing more personal things, opening up more deeply, investing more emotional energy in that connection. Before you know it, he knows things about her inner world that you don't know, understands parts of her personality that you don't understand. The brutal truth: she's not just talking to him anymore. She's connecting with him in ways she's completely stopped connecting with you. Every deep conversation she has with him is emotional intimacy she's taking away from your relationship and giving to him instead. Phrase 9. It's complicated. The final phrase. The relationship death knell. When she can't clearly define what's happening between them anymore, it's because all the normal boundaries of friendship have completely dissolved. The final scenario that ends everything. You decide to ask her directly, point blank, what exactly is your relationship with this guy? She pauses for a long moment, looks away from you, fidgets with her phone, finally says, "It's complicated." No, it's not complicated at all. It's actually very simple. She has romantic feelings for him that she doesn't want to name out loud. The complication psychology. When a woman says her connection with another man is complicated, what she really means is, I have feelings for him that I don't want to admit, to you or to myself. It means their friendship has evolved into something she can't define as just friendship anymore, but she's not ready to call it what it actually is. The final devastating truth: when a woman says her relationship with another man is complicated, the only thing that's actually complicated is figuring out how she's going to end things with you to pursue things with him. Gentlemen, let me tell you something that's going to sting, but you need to hear it. By the time you're hearing these phrases on a regular basis, she's already made her emotional choice. She's just waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, or the right excuse to make it official. Here's the final story that's going to haunt you. There's a man watching this video right now who heard phrase number 4 last week, heard phrase number 7 yesterday, and tonight, she's going to say phrase number 9 to him. And brother, if that man is you, you already know in your gut what's coming next. The brutal reality that no one wants to face. These aren't random phrases that women throw around carelessly. They're a psychological progression, a step-by-step roadmap from just friends to it's over between us. She's taking you on a journey whether you realize it or not, and the final destination is always the same. But here's what gives me hope for every man watching this. You're here. You're listening. You're learning to recognize the language of emotional betrayal before it completely destroys your life and your self-worth. And remember when I asked you earlier to drop your city in the comments? Do it right now, because I want every single man watching this to see that he's not alone in this situation. Whether you're watching from, there are thousands of men who understand exactly what you're going through right now. Subscribe to this channel if you want the raw, unfiltered truth that no one else has the courage to give you. Hit that notification bell because your sanity and your future might depend on the next video I release. And remember this above everything else. You can't control who betrays you, but you can absolutely control what you do when you see it coming. The warning signs are there. The only question that matters now is, are you finally brave enough to see them clearly?